The angle of the dovetail is kind of a science. The drill that we're looking at right there is made out of pine. Pine's a softwood. What we're doing ours is red oak and poplar and red oak are both hardwoods. So poplar is the one that we're more interested in because that's the one that's going to have the angles on it. When you're using a hardwood and putting tails onto it, 7 to 9 degrees is pretty average. Softwood, we have a little bit more of a slope on it, a little bit more of a slope because the corners can break off easily and it's not going to be as strong. So they advise 10 to 14, and then 14 to 18 for half-blind dovetails. So I've seen it written down that, these might be a little difficult for you to see, that I have 1 inch marked here, 1 to 8 and 1 to 6 are the hardwood and softwood angles that I've read in the past. So 1 inch over, going through a mark up here at 8 inches, that's the 1 inch over, that would be the angle for hardwoods. And then 1 inch over at 6 inches is the angle, it's a tighter angle, more acute, that's the angle for softwoods. And they work out to be 10 degrees and 8 degrees when I measured them with my protractor here. So I went ahead and I used my sliding T-bevel to put it up to the drawer that was over there that I like and put the angle on there. And when I do that, I draw a line right here and let's see what that angle turns out to be. So if I get it lined up to my mark and bring it over so that I'm even with my line, then it looks like I'm at about 11-degree angle. I'm looking right at this mark right here. So 0 was 90, so we're about 11 degrees. And I like the way that looks, and I'm going to keep that. To go to 18 seems very, very steep of an angle to me for doing this. To show you what 18 would look like, I'll move my protractor out to 18. And that's what the angle looks like for an 18-degree angle, and that seems very steep to me. So, Mitch, we're going to use the 11-degree angle there. Go back to that, so set up to what this is right here. Okay? And when I lay these out, I have to have the edges still on here, so my angles are going to be kind of like that, where they're flared out toward the front. This is the front where we have that thinner area that we're keeping there. So my angles are going to be like this. And the back here where we have this bevel kind of is a nice gauge to say, all right, well, we'll come over about the thickness of what the width of this thing is that I would come over for. And that would be one way of doing it. I'm going to do some measuring. When I cut these out, I like to have the part that I have to be removed the exact same width as a chisel that I own, so that I don't have to and I'll show you when I start chiseling this out what that means. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay these out now.